Hello there, Aries, and welcome to your reading for the week of March 7th through 13th. This is going to be for also Aries, Moon, and Rising as well. So if you don't resonate with your sun sign, you are in the right place. Let's take a look at what energy you're bringing into this week, what kind of energy your person is bringing in, your challenges, your strengths for the week as well. And I will close it off with a Moonology card and a song card for you. Let's see what we have for Aries now. I do have personal readings open. They are in the description box below at my website for both astrology and tarot. So we have for you the 10 of Coins, the 6 of Wands, the Fool, the Death card, which is Scorpio energy, and the Page of Coins. So what I see here is that there is success. Honestly, there is a big picture of success here with the 10 of Coins and the 6 of Wands. However, if I can talk, I do think having the Fool next to the Death card is telling me, it's giving me a little hint about the fact that some type of risk that you are taking is not working out the way that you think it should, but it's paying off in a better way for you because we have the Page of Coins at the end. So you're learning something through that process, and we'll discuss that here in just a second. I'm going to pull your person's cards. I always say the person is not always who we think it's going to be. It's who needs to come through for you informationally this week. I do have the 3 of Swords, Judgment, the 3 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. So for your person, I do see pain here, but I see them reflecting on how they want to move past that because there's a lot of planning energy. There is the opportunity for something new here between the two of you. So again, we will discuss more of that here in a second. Let's talk about you. The 10 of Coins next to the 6 of Wands. So I'm seeing that there was something that was future oriented for you that is very successful, okay? You're coming into a place where this is actually just success in general. This can be success in your career, but I feel like a lot of it is having to do with the fact that people are realizing how awesome you are. You know, the 6 of Wands is when we have like praise and accolades, and, you know, we are assuming our role of being, you know, the person to go to, the person who's got it together. It's a victory card. It's a beautiful picture. The Fool next to it saying, though, that there is a leap of faith that needs to be taken. So at this point, you're moving into this energy of the Fool. This is where kind of the past is the past, and now we're turning a corner. So there's a new beginning here with the Fool card. But the Death card is telling us that something else has to pass away. You have to let go of something. It's like you've come a really far way you've come a long way with the success before, but you might be saying, I don't want to leave that behind for something else because it's going to be the death of that. It's going to be the end of that. And I don't want any endings right now. I want to just keep going in this vein that I've been traveling in. But guess what? You have something different coming that is just as good. Life is about growing and evolving. So we have the Page of Coins at the end here. This is a opening up of you learning something new. You could be going back to school. You could be starting a new relationship. You could be doing some training or some education, some conferences. Basically, it's shifting your focus to something else. You know, you've done a really good job with what you've been given, and now you're going to shift into a different role. For your person, it's a lot more love-oriented. It's a lot more relational-oriented than where you're at right now. For your person, having the 3 of Swords is a pain card, okay? It is a heartache card. It's difficult. It's talking about the hurt that they have felt in the past. And the Judgment card next to it is saying they've taken a lot of time to reflect on this and to learn from this. They have decided that it's not done, okay? Like, just because I hurt doesn't mean that I'm finished here. It doesn't mean that this connection or this relationship is finished. It's just changing. It's changing into something different. Just like with you changing, and this is more about your life in general or maybe your career focus. For your person, it's about their relationship with you. And it may even be that there was an ending in this relationship, but the 3 of Swords is definitely painting the picture of something very painful, difficult that they went through when it involves you. But the Judgment card is nice to see here because they're not walking away from it. They're not letting it go. They're saying, this is still important to me. I've examined it and I'm still invested. So you see that investment with the Three of Wands. So right now your person is making a plan of how they're going to move things into the future with you. The Three of Wands is after we have decided upon something, it's the way that we're going to go about it. So you see how they're actually planning to make this happen. It's not just all in their head. The Wands are about taking action. So we see that passionate action. We also see the Ace of Wands here. So this person is very attracted to you. It is a magnetic, physical, whole body kind of experience. They feel very enamored with you, and they want this new beginning with you. And they feel like it's actually possible. The problem with that is in the future position, having the Five of Wands is telling me that there's a little bit of a struggle there. That struggle can come through other people, so they may feel that they are competing for your attention with work or with other people that you could be talking to. They also feel like there's going to be a struggle, or I shouldn't say they feel like, I think there actually will be a bit of a struggle with the way that the two of you see things. That doesn't mean that they're not going to go through with it, but it does mean there's a struggle. So let's clarify cards. Let's go ahead and go back to you and talk about you a little bit more with what's going on, how you are shifting and moving into something new. Okay, I have the Fool card again. I have Judgment on your side. I have the Page of Wands. I have the Page of Cups. And I have the Ace of Cups. So we are getting more of a love picture here, honestly. You are still having the same kind of energy of something new. There's a lot of new here. The Fool being 0, number 0, it's all about new beginnings. So that's clarifying the Ten of Coins. It is telling you that your future is now it's taking a different direction, and it's taking a new direction. And it's asking you to have faith that this is a good thing, to not be scared of change. The Judgment card with the Six of Wands is saying that there is something, again, we talked about the Judgment card. I do feel like there's something that you have reflected on, and you're going to decide that this is a good thing, to let this happen in your life. And I think it's something that you said no to before, or something that said no to you. The door was previously closed to you because it wasn't the right time, but the right time is coming now. We also have the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. So that's both very, very fresh energy. Every one of these really is. The only one that's not completely new energy is the Judgment card, because that's when there was something that passed away before and it was quiet for a while and then it comes back. So it still kind of has that like opening up kind of energy. The Page of Wands being a new adventure, it's messages about what you want to do, what you're passionate about. And the Page of Cups is an offer of love, an offer of, here is how I feel about you. So I think you are going to be communicating some feelings to your person. They are good feelings. It is a willingness to see where things go. We end that spread with the Ace of Cups. So it looks like there is going to definitely be fresh energy in love, in this connection between you and your person. I also think that this new beginning for you with life in general is going to affect your mood overall in a really positive way, and just make you feel more free and more open-hearted and able to, take a risk. All right, taking risks in life and in love. So let's go ahead and clarify for your person what's going on. This is a picture of somebody who has been hurt before, who is suffering or has suffered, but has decided that they don't want to let the connection go. They still have major feelings and they don't want to ignore that any longer. So let's go ahead and look at your person. I want to say while I'm shuffling, it's a nice thing to see a lot of your energy echoed with your person in this reading, because it's telling me that the two of you are on the same page. We don't have one that's saying yes and one that's saying no or wait. We have two people here that are willing to see what's coming and are willing to explore that together. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups, Justice, Libra energy there, the Hanged Man, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles or coins. So you had that card too. They're showing up again. So you're still reflecting one another. The Eight of Cups is telling me that somebody walked away from this connection. Somebody had a very, obviously it was a broken heart, you know, but somebody broke somebody else's heart here. And I don't know if that was you who did it, who did the walking away, or if it was them. If it was them, they did it because they were hurting, not because they didn't love you or didn't care about you. Because the Eight of Cups is showing that, yeah, we have to sometimes set down things that aren't serving us or that are too painful, and we have to go do what's best for us. But it doesn't mean that we don't care anymore. We have Justice, Libra energy here. This is saying there is truth and there is balance, okay? There is integrity. So your person is reflecting upon what happened. Having the Judgment card next to the Justice card feels a lot like an apology to me. I do feel like if you have been waiting for an apology, you're going to be getting that from your person. After them reflecting on the circumstances and realizing what their part to play in this was, they're going to come to you and say, look, I've thought about this a long time, and I know that I didn't do the right thing here, and I know that I hurt you in the process. And do remember that energies are exchangeable, so this could be going the other way around, but I feel it coming out on your person's side. They're wanting to make right what was wrong here. The Hanged Man is saying that to their plans, it does seem like the energy is very slow or even stuck right now in this moment. So that was kind of past, so we're looking at right now in this moment. I feel like the energy is this Hanged Man. It's like, okay, well, what are we going to do next? Okay, to the Ace of Wands, we have the Four of Wands. So somebody here really wants this, but I also think that the other one is not really going for it. Not as much as the other person wants. And I think it's you, honestly, that's not going for this right away. I think that you are being offered it, but you're kind of saying, I'm not sure that this is the right time. So I think that goes into the struggle that your person is seeing at the end of this, where we had the Five of Wands. They're like, okay, this feels like a struggle, like I'm having to fight for it. So not the happiest thing for them to deal with, but honestly, they're willing to deal with it because they want that long term with you. And that's the last card, the 10 of Coins or 10 of Pentacles, that they are willing to endure it because they're planning for the future. They are saying, you know what, what's one more day or what's one more week in the course of years that I want to spend with this person. Okay, let's go ahead and look at your strengths and your challenges for the week before I close off with a song card and an oracle card for you. Aries, strengths and challenges. You have all court cards for your strengths. That's very interesting. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you about that is that you have probably a lot of people on your side. People that you can go to, that you can talk to, that will help you because of the amount of people cards here. Now, the King of Cups, I'm going to basically, when I tell you this, I'm going to ask you to reflect, is this a quality that I'm showing or a quality of somebody that I know that they're showing? You know, is this external or internal? Because either way, it is a strength to you. It is an assist to you. So I have the King of Cups, somebody who is great at advice, somebody who is emotionally well regulated and mature, and that you know that you can always count on to be there for you. And again, this could be you, where you're a very stable, emotional person and you are trustworthy. You're somebody who gives good advice that others can come to. And it's showing that you are just kind of even keel. You know, your emotions are in a very healthy place. The next one is the Knight of Wands. This is passion and impulse, okay? So it's the ability to act upon whatever you feel excited about. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So offering romance, moving in the direction of something that makes us feel good and makes us feel emotionally invested. It's usually a card of somebody who is coming into your life saying, I really care about you and I'm going to be there for you. I'm going to take action. It's often like a romantic time or going out on dates or enjoying somebody else's company. So those are the strengths, the positive things for you, and they all come from people this week. or how you're relating to people. For your challenges, I have the Chariot, the Page of Coins, and the Two of Cups. These aren't challenging cards, honestly, but they may be a challenge because of what they represent in your life right now. First of all, the Chariot. This to me feels like there may be some issues with travel this week. Even if it's just a short-term travel, you know, like you're just going in the neighborhood. So I would be extra careful to make sure that you've got enough gas, that you don't hit big delays on the highway because, you know, there's construction, just simple kind of things. I know that that sounds a little like, that doesn't sound like some big grand thing, but tarot isn't always. So I'm feeling like travel may be an issue that you would need to take extra precautions for. The Page of Coins is showing up here, and this is where you have to learn something new, and that was reflected in your other readings. So it may be a challenge for you when you're studying something, when you're researching something, when you're learning about something. And then the last card for a challenge is the Two of Cups. That's a love connection. So you are challenged by love this week. It's definitely in your life. We have the Knight of Cups, and we saw your person coming through there wanting to be connected with you. And this is obviously something that you feel passionate about. You feel the love too, but it is a challenge probably because of the history and the things that you two have to work out. So let's go ahead and pull your Moonology card and your Song card. So we'll start with the Oracle Moonology. Okay, card for Aries. Card for Aries. Okay, we have bring love into the situation. So not anger, not resentment, but love. Not fear, not passivity, not ignoring or avoiding, but actually letting love flow through your heart and operate from the heart chakra space this week. For your Song card, and Song cards, I say this like every reading, so if you're sick of me saying it because you listen to all of my readings, I'm sorry. I have to say it for the people who don't know. Song cards are like when you hit shuffle on your playlist and you say the next song that plays is a message for me. It has a message for me in the lyrics. This is the same way. These cards are all really, really personal songs to me, so no making fun of my music, okay? Let's see what song card you have. So the first one actually that came out, and I kind of feel like it does need to come out, is Girl on Fire by Alicia Keys. And then the next one, it's my Joker card. It's my blank, so wild card. So Girl on Fire, we're gonna go with that by Alicia Keys. So best of luck to you in this love relationship. Operate from love, operate from your heart chakra. I will see you again next week.